Okay, now I want to show you some bass techniques. Okay, I'm going to show you, there's essentially 3 different ways to play. You have the slap style, okay, which is you're actually slapping the strings. Then you have your traditional fingers. And then you have the pick. Okay, so I'm going to start with the pick. That'll be the first one I'll show you. So really you should be using a thick pick because your strings are really thick. So you want to get a really thick. This one is 1.5 millimeters. Okay, it's a Dunlop. It's kind of hard to see. This can be used for both guitar and bass guitar. Usually it's nice to have a larger pick for basses. I don't have any because I don't ever really play with a pick on bass. But they are usually about twice this size. But one of these is fine too, as long as it's thick. Okay, so this one is 1.5 millimeters. When you're holding this, you're gonna hold it just like that. Okay, so I got my index finger on one side and my thumb is on the other, exposing the pointy end. That's the pick. Okay, so what you're gonna do is just pluck the strings, strum down. So that's a down strum. This is an up strum. Only a slight difference in sound. Okay, so if you're just doing downstrokes, it's going to look like this. Okay, if you're going to do a combination of down and up strokes, it makes it easier to go faster. It'll sound like this. Okay, so downstroke and then an upstroke. And the upstroke, I'm going underneath the string and plucking up, down on top of the string and strumming down. Okay, so practice that, and then practice some notes in there too. Okay, so that's picking. Now I'm going to show you fingers. I only really use these 2 fingers. A lot of people can use all of them. Well, not a lot of people, but there's few that can use all of them. I'm not that good. I'll just stick with the 2, okay? So what I typically do when I'm using my fingers is I rest my thumb on a pickup, on the top of a pickup somewhere, okay? And you find whatever's comfortable, but that way it's out of the way and you kind of have something to hold on to. And then I let these 2 fingers just drape, okay? And occasionally, if I need it, I'll throw the 3rd finger in there to reach the higher strings or something. So what this looks like is just like that. I'm just gonna put my finger on the string and just pluck it, okay? So look, I'm just using those 2 right now. Okay? So that's the finger style. Okay. This one is one I use all the time. I do a combination between this and picking. If you want to try and incorporate your 3rd finger in there, it's more difficult, but you can try it. Okay, so actually practice this one. Give that a shot, okay? Next up is slap. This one's probably my favorite. For me, I think it's the most fun. This technique, usually I incorporate a slap and a pull. And I'm slapping with my thumb. So what I'm really doing is I'm hitting the string with this part of my thumb right here, okay? So it looks like this. that's a slap. Now in combination with slap, you can pull. So what I'm going to do is I'm really going to just use my finger as a hook, but with only a slight hook. So this is slap, this is pull, and what that looks like is like this. So I'm going to slap the top string, the E, and I'm going to pull on the D string. So I put it right under like that, and I pull. You don't have to yank the string off, just enough to where you can hear it. Okay? So slap and pull. One of the best songs, if you want to learn how to do those, one of the best songs is Chili Peppers. I forget the name of it. I'll get back to you on that, but it's all slap and pull. Notes. I think it's People is the name of it. It's originally by I forget. Anyways, so those are 3 techniques to practice on, and I would, if I was you, I would try and just learn them all, because they all apply to different genres or same genre, whatever. But if you learn all 3, you're going to be very versatile, be able to play just about anything in any genre. The only other thing I'm going to mention, and I'm going to try and keep it short since I'm already at 7 minutes, is the position of where you play here matters as well. So when I'm slapping, I tend to slap right up here. Okay, so I'm hitting the string on top of or just above the pickup and below the neck. That seems for this bass to be the sweet spot, because I could get the best tone without it sounding too clunky. Okay, you can move down here below, and you just basically get a different sound. What I would avoid is slapping on top of the pickups. Don't slap on top of the pickups. You'll end up hitting the strings, the string will hit the pickup, and you'll get some nasty sounds. So slap around the pickups, but whatever's comfortable for you. Picking and fingers doesn't matter as much. It does have different tone. So if you're playing up on the fret, that sounds different than playing down here. See? You get more treble here. Here you get more bass. So anyways, I hope that helps. Okay? All right. Take care.